Uh, is this close? And we're live. And we're live. And I know it's been a few and far between, but this is it, and let's just be this between. You know what I mean? Like a few and far between, but this is that tween, that between. You know what I mean? Let it be that. Let it be that. And we're code orange, right? So you know what I mean? Like I need the internet friends because you can't go out. Like we've had it great. Like you know what I mean? Like Canada as a whole, yeah, we've been doing okay, but New Brunswick, we've been doing so great that yeah, we had that lockdown. Oh man, that lockdown was tight. That was a tight lockdown, a horrible lockdown. And then and then everything's cool. It's almost like 2019 again, but almost, but not. And then we started getting the second wave. The second wave, man. Like we're hitting some numbers. Second waving some numbers. And yeah, like they shut down the bars. Most of them. I think you can still find a bar. I think you can still find a watering hole, but they said they shut, like some of them shut down. Some of them shut down. And they didn't even have to. Like some of them were like out of their own will. But yeah, so anyways, it's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Amen. Ah, ah. This is what I was rocking at work today when I was like, and guess what he told me? And then boom, a copyright strike. You know how quick that copyright strike I just got there? It was like this, like, and then boom, like YouTube knows what that was. Just off of this, like, boom, copyright strike. And then depending on how bad the copyright strike is, it's like, okay, yeah, Deadpool, you can keep the video on if you so want, but any revenue is gonna go to Sinead O'Connor, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean, I'm okay with that. And then you get the hardcore one where it's like, you know what, Sinead O'Connor, according to the X and the clicks and the check marks that she picked on her copyright fucking thing here, we're just gonna remove your video. And I'm like, what? You're gonna remove it over a song? Over a song? Isn't that publicity? Like, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of like, you know what I mean? Like, silly gooses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it happens that quick. Just one little blurb of a song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, boom, and nothing doesn't even compare to you. And then between the algorithm of the real song and me sounding just like it, boom. That's 8 seconds of shutdown. That's like 4 seconds of shutdown. You know what I mean? That's how quick it can happen. Matter of fact, that is how quick it can happen. I've seen it happen. And oh man, yeah. Pardon the mess. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, let me move the like instead of me trying to like, oh man, what, the camera can't go any higher. I can't move the box because remember that fire story that I was telling you guys about? Well, guess what? It happened, and boom, that's all my shit in boxes. You know what I mean? That's all my shit in boxes. And okay, you might be like, people who know, like, oh man, you got all your stuff back a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. And yeah. But I want to be smart and strategic about where it all goes back. I just don't want to just throw it up on the shelf. And that's why, you know what I mean? Like, there's a bigger pile. Like, I wish I would have worked this down a little more. Chipping away at it. I'm busy. I'm busy. You know what I mean? Busy. But yeah, this area over here, I don't even know if I'm this area over here. I don't even know over here. That's I want to try to make that as like a presentable area for me and one or two of my friends to have a conversation, almost like a little podcast area. Like, you know what I mean? Like, make it legit. And I've been talking about this for a while. Is it going to be a legit podcast? Nah, probably never. It's going to be like me and my buddies getting drunk and having a place to sit, basically. And that's about it. Like, I don't think there's any more than that. You know what I mean? But it's going to be a dedicated area with a good background. I want to put thought in the area and the seating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, you know what I'm picturing, like, for myself, is a rocking chair, like rocking chair mode. Like, I'm comfortable in a rocking chair. Like, you know what I mean? When you start telling stories and stuff like that, when you relive in your past and you start talking stories and shooting the shit with people, guess what? You're easing into a story. You know, you're rocking back and forth. You're rocking back and forth. Next thing you know, you got this fucking rocket chair going fucking 100 miles an hour right into your own story. You know what I mean? Like, you you can get there. A rocking chair will put you in the moment. It's almost like a time machine. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that time in high school behind the gymnasium with, you know, and then boom, next thing you know, you're in your rocket chair and it's all vivid. It's all vivid memories just because you like rock your brain into existence. You're like, oh yeah. You like shake it loose, shake the memories loose, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember with old Bethelda behind the bleachers. Man, that girl could do some things. You know what I mean? And then when I mean things, I mean in the politest of ways. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just a kind soul. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta get at this tool for work. As seen on TV. As seen on my TV and as seen on the internet. It's like that. Oh man, you want to figure out an angle right quick tool? It's almost like the pincushion face where you put your face right in the pincushion square and then like boom, mimics that, but it's like for angles, you just boom. I want to get one of those. I need one of those. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be putting flooring around this crazy arc, this crazy old fucking. And when I say old, he was like, well, how old is it? Like, what, 10 years old? No, this apartment in St. John, we got 100-year-old apartments. And so we're talking about like, oh man, this baseboard alone is like fucking over a foot high. Over a foot high baseboard, pop a collar on that thing. But it's also in the ghetto, right? So at the same time, it's like, should we scrape off this like loose paint? Some of it, I guess. You know what I mean? try to make it look nice, but you know you can't spend too much money when you're at the end of the day. It's an apartment in the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like I remember as a kid, you went home to bed, and the front door may or may not be locked, and that honestly wasn't one of your concerns. You know what I mean? And in certain areas of town, you're like, wake up a dead asleep. Did I? Did I lock the front door? And then you know what your brain makes you want to do or do? You go lock the front door or you go check. And sometimes it is locked, but you go check. And then you have you try to like squeeze out if you're already up, yeah, I'll try to squeeze out a piss while you're up anyway. You know what I mean? Like, save you for a piss for later. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll just, well, I'm up to check the front door just out of pure paranoia. Let me just have a quick piss or try to squeeze one out. You know what I mean? And then when you're sitting there, you're just like, I don't turn on the sink, but in my head, and sometimes I like a low voice, I'll make sink sounds. You know what I mean? Like, not quite waterfall sounds, but like a medium stream on a kitchen tap almost, and that's good enough for me. Then you get thinking, oh man, if I do too much, I might piss my pants. Like, you know what I mean? That's how effective that is. You know what I mean? And you ever heard of Tony Little and his gazelle? Anyways, I mean, anyways. Let me just. I'm just putting this out. I'm putting this out. Now I'm turning the camera. I'm gonna join you guys. Well, I've been joined. I've been joined. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take these sunglasses off because she'd be late. And it's dark. It's almost like I can't see right. Boom. Oh man. Are we talking about like crazy eyes? Crazy eye, you know what I mean? CJ Hill, 1080. What is it? Easy. What's up, dude? I know it's been a while, but good to see you. How's everyone doing? Everyone is using and another fella. And I can see that. I can see that. I've been low key went dormant. Like I got a daytime job, working that 9 to 5, putting in them construction hours, getting home tired. And I worked up to live streaming late fan base where I mean, when I would stream, it'd be like 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock a.m. And I've been asleep for hours at that time. You know what I mean? So I haven't streamed in a bit. And man, good to see you. So you know what I mean? That's probably where everyone's been. Like not here, but I still enjoy your presence. I still enjoy your presence. Heck, after all these claws, I enjoy my present. You know what I mean? I may or may not be a dirtbag though. You know what I mean? Dirtbag with the fucking loose, gorgeous curl though. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. And if you don't understand the volume, now that I did have a slight perm, which I was trying to achieve maximum perm, but it turned out to be a slight perm. I didn't realize how little volume I had. By adding some volume, man, not that my neck was cold from the wind, but man, this adds a R factor. Like insulation value, these things being so thick, It's like, man, is it even winding? Is it even windy tonight? I can't feel it on the back of my neck. Like, it doesn't even penetrate. Just like straight up R value. You know what I mean? Construction tire. Oh man, how much R? Two by four walls R12. Okay, cool. So does this. So does this have an R12? I believe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It don't quite have the Egarn gas, the old Egarn gas in there. It's not that two pane window pane with the Egarn gas in there. But she's an R12, no vapor barrier, just straight up fucking thickness. You know what I mean? Straight up thickness. You know what I mean? Um, it's okay. It's okay. Life in Canada's well. It's okay. Life in Canada is always fucking great. Like you know what I mean? Like I've never lived in Sweden, but I also hear Sweden's great. Like I think above the list of Canada. But man, Canada's fucking great. Canada's great. Um, but we turned code orange in Canada, which means like the bars are closing again because we had a few cases. The bars are closing again. Um, a few of the jobs are kind of like slowing down, limiting, blah blah blah, because of the this and that, and the going away to a different province kind of went away. Like you know what I mean? Like second wave, like you know what I mean? Like we're like regressing. We're regressing when remember a few months after that fucking guy from Liu Wang ate that bat soup, and then like this thing was like, oh, once a thing. It was almost like that. Like we're almost back to like that, where like you can't do much. You can't do much. It's and I man, 180. I can't even say it's hitting hard. It's now hitting like it's been hitting everyone else. Like Johnny Azul that's in here. Like where he's at, bars never reopened, I believe, and like I mean, you're still limited outdoors access. You shouldn't be out, and you can be out, but like for a good reason. Um, we were like that, but then boom, like everything was so good, no cases, that it was like, oh man, the year what it felt like a few months ago was like 2019. People were having fun. People are hugging. People are hugging, shaking hand. Oh, is this the first time I meet you, Douglas? Let me extend my hand and make total contact with your pores and my pores. God knows if this is an airborne virus or like straight up like fucking hand sweat virus. We're just giving handshakes, just meet people like 2019 teening it. And then boom, all of a sudden, like second wave, the fucking cases started going up. Like, and then it's like, hey, you seem cool, but don't fucking touch me. You know what I mean? Nice to meet you, but don't fucking touch me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're back to that. Old lady had questions. Okay. That's fine. Good questions away. You old lady. It don't matter. We're all here. We're all here together. We're all here together. We're all here together. And where they actually stepped it up over than before was even before in the peak. You could go outside and like be outdoors, walking the sidewalk with no mask on. Now, on a public sidewalk with no mask on, you get caught by the fucking by the police or a peace officer. They're gonna be like, "Where's your mask?" And if they're a dick, that's like a $300 fine. Like they can do it. They have and they can and they can and they will and they can and they could and they might. They actually might. She's watching with me for once. All right, cool. And hello, hello, CJ Hill, 1080's wife. Or should I call you Mrs. CJ Hill 1080? Um, what do you think about the barbecue stuff in Toronto? Hmm. So openly questionable of what the heck that you're talking about that it's almost hard for me to fathom the question. Um, and if you're asking, I don't live in Toronto, but if you're asking, like, is the barbecue food good out there? I honestly, I don't know. Or if there's like some kind of big giant forest fire and you're like kind of making light of it, almost like a weird forest fire joke that I'm unaware of, like all these pine forests and like people just throwing like moose carcasses out there, just getting the mesquite just right, pulling out a jerky a few hours later. Actually, the fire department like clears the way for them to get to the meat again once it's dried and smoked. Um, I'm unaware of forest fires in that area. Um, but Toronto barbecue, I don't know. Is that like I've heard of like Louisiana is a style. Like some areas do have their own style that's well known, but I've not known Toronto to have their own style of barbecue. And indulge me. It like you know what I mean. Like I love barbecue. Like if Toronto has its own style, then let me be aware. Like let me wax on, wax off your Toronto style. You know, she's opening. He's opening his restaurant when he shouldn't be due to COVID. And 1080, he's right and he's wrong and he's wrong and he's wrong and he's right and he's wrong and he's wrong and he's right. So the only business that can succeed and some are failing are restaurants, right? Some restaurants are failing because they are built to have sitting guests, right? They're failing because they're overhead and for sitting guests, this and that, blah, blah, blah. If someone were to start a food business that is not meant for sitting guests and is very, very deliverable, where like, oh man, my food's going to be good even with a 20-minute delivery timeline and not get soggy in that soggy bag. The fucking dude from fucking Postmates takes his time or skip the dishes, takes his time to fucking bring to you. Um, that would be so, like you know what I mean. It all depends on if it's brick and mortar and how big the brick and mortar establishment is. But like I've seen some people succeed off of like not my grandma because you know what I mean, but some old ladies, some people's grandmas are literally like making like 20 meals. Like they'll make a giant roast like portion it out and then they're doing like the meals on wheels to other people and they're making like a tax-free gold mine I've seen. Like there's all these old nannies, these old bitches with like fucking gold rope chains and they're like, oh man, what, you deal drugs? Nah, I'm slinging that roast beef, them taters, like you know what I mean, like, and they are, man. They're slinging them meals. They're slinging them meals, getting them deals. You know, making that mayonnaise, that old lady meat roast fucking mayonnaise, that tater mayonnaise, that fucking Probably heavily garlic. Because the older people, man, they like heavy garlic. And you know what I say to that? It's okay. It's okay. I grew up that way. Like heavy garlic it if you want. Nan. It's not for everyone. It's not for like some people are like, oh man, there's a lot of it was really garlic. And I'm like, it was good. That shit was it was garlic in it. Yeah, I tasted it. It was good. It was good, you know? Um More power to anyone that likes what they like. Mm, yeah, of course that's what like they like. Yeah, that what that they like. Of course that is. Um, but yeah, like a big banquet room, sit down restaurants. Like, oh man, I can only hope there's like 50 turnovers, 200 turnovers tonight. My tables. No, like I think the indoor eating establishment type of thing is like people are scared. It's not even people are scared. It's like government people they can't. And also some people are scared of that. And am I scared of it? Yeah, maybe. You know all the stuff they say about this virus. Um, It's like, oh yeah, some people are asymptomatic. Oh, that'd be cool to be like that. Some people die. Oh, that sounds not so good. Some people have like long term um breathing restrictions afterwards. And I'm like, man, I don't breathe so good now. Like, you know what I mean? Could I afford to not breathe so good now and give some to COVID to never get back? No, I don't think so. I'd like to like not breathe so good and or not any worse. You know what I mean? That's mainly my goal. My goal through this is like, oh man, let me breathe. You know what I mean? Just as okay as I am now, like no worse. Let me not breathe worse. That'd be cool. Like, you know what I mean? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like let me breathe the same, if not better after this. Not let me have a harder time breathing because I don't breathe so good easy. Like, oh, you live on what, on top floor? Top of how many? I might just say, nah. You come down. Like you meet me on the sidewalk. I don't want to ring your door. I'll pull up front. I'll call you when I'm here, and then you come down. Like you come down. Like, you know. The government also used to say no smoking weed. And dude, um, in Canada, the weed and the alcohol, they're beating like records. Like people are like, okay. You say we can't do this. We say we can't do that. We say we can't be in groups. So technically, you want us to be alone. But guess what? People are doing alone. People are getting high and people are fucking getting drunk. Like, you know what I mean? Like we turn code fucking orange, and the bars aren't open. You can't really go to a restaurant. But I went to the liquor store today to get my fucking claws. Uh, Liquor store was booming. Was like booming. Like I seen some people out of the woodworks at the liquor store I haven't seen in ages. Like, oh man, oh Alfred, what are you doing here? Just get my beer. It's like you, sh- you, you sure you should be drinking that? Yeah, just get my beer. You know what I mean? Like, oh, same here. Same here's here is in the Jesus. It is good to see you too, my friend. And uh Merry Thanksgiving's past. You know, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, Merry Thanksgiving's past to you, and may your turkeys be gravied. You know, I'm sure like shouldn't say this too loud, but I'm sure there's an illegal party over here. There's a lot of hooting and hollering coming from one household, and you're not supposed to cross households. You know what I mean? Like, my bubble and your bubble shouldn't bubble each other. And man, these people are so loud, and it sounds like they're having so much fun. They can't be family. That's not one bubble. That's easily two, three bubbles. Easy. If I were to do a bubble count according to their fun, I'm saying multiple upwards of quadruple bubble. You know, I mean, for the amount of hooting and hannying and having a hooting hanny, uh, easily quadruple bubble over there. Legal, illegal. Am I calling? No. Are you guys calling? No. But let it be known, fuck the police, and people are still having fun. You know what I mean? I hope they just didn't spread the virus, though. Like, that'd be kind of horrible. Like, I hope you're having fun, but man, if you guys spread the virus, you guys are fucking idiots. At the same time, like, if I hear about it in the newspaper, like oh, you guys are fucking idiots. But if not, man, rock on, rock on, guys. I believe. Merry Thanksgiving past to you, sir. And yes, thank you. I will take that, and I will let you know that it's very, very much applicable because, yes, Earth Thanksgiving in Canada did pass a longer time ago than of yours, but still, the past and the past, and that's very, very like current. You know what I mean? It's current for you to mention the past because that's what the word implies. You know what I mean? I broke the orders yesterday, but we all have tested negative. See, I've never had a test yet. And the test looks horrible. Like, I have tight nostrils. I believe I would have like a tough time with this. Just on the account of my like narrow nasal passages, I believe. That thing like getting and I've been trying to fight a sneeze the whole time. Then I do sneeze, and then it's just the brain, and then I like eye roll and just like I just die. Like I think I die. Like she would like Q-tip fucking pierce my brain from a sneeze from the tickle, and then I think I would die. I think I dreamt about it once, and it's almost like a deja vu, you know. Just a COVID Q-tip up the nose, death. I seen Jean Claude Van Damme kill a guy in Bloodsport, but without the Q-tip. So you know what I mean? What happens in your nose, but it also can go to your brain and just kill you. Uh, quote unquote Jean Claude Van Damme. Paraphrasing. You know, Wagwan. And how are you, Johnny? And Johnny Azul's in the motherfucking Jesus with his Jesus, Johnny motherfucking Azul. Yes, Wagwan. You know, and I, I don't even know what I don't even know what I was talking about. I got sidetracked with Johnny Azul's entrance. Johnny. And then you would think the trumpets in the beginning would be just enough, but Johnny, and then like drums, and a little clarinet, and then and then confetti, and then confetti. But I know this is not a recommendation channel, but let's turn it into one for one moment. Let me recommend the movie to you, and let me tell you the premise. I'll give you the name of the recommendation and also the premise afterwards, and it's up to you for your judgment to either choose to accept my recommendation or to not enjoy the facts presented to you. Boss level. And man, I wish I could. I should have done my homework and like came up with the guy's name. That's the main actor. But this guy's like, he's been in a few. I think he was in The Purge. I think he was in The Purge. I think he's in one of The Purge. He's in one of the good Purges. And anyways, it's like a video game. It's like Groundhog's Day meets an assassin killer video game. Do I got your interest? Groundhog's Day meets a video game. And it's good. Like it just came out. I may or may not have like downloaded it. Is the camera picking up these woohoos? There's so many woohoos coming out of there. Like, man, is there some kind of stripper over there? Like, so many woohoos that it's almost like what is being presented that equals to 12 to 15 woohoos. Is that a really good poker hand? I don't think that merits 15 woohoos. Is that a set of fucking tits loose out of a brassiere? Yeah, that could be a few yoo-hoos. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is going on over there? Like, what a quadruple bubble party. Like, you know what I mean? And if it wasn't for COVID, you know, it could be easily done. You'd be like, you know how they're going like, woohoo, woohoo, like 12 upwards of 15 times? I could be like, hey, yo, what's going on? And you know, they could say, go fuck yourself, Jack. And if they say anything but that, I'm in. I was like, oh, you guys want to smoke a joint? Smoke some weed? Let me see them titties. I heard some yoo-hoo titties. Like, you know what I mean? Like, woo, 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 woo. And we could be fast friends, but not during this COVID. There's already like 3 too many bubbles in that one bubble. It's supposed to be a one bubble area, guys. And that's and man, I'm not throwing shame. It's a small house. You know what I mean? Like, how much room for a 6-foot bubble can you have in a small house? You know what I mean? And then you're gonna butt touch a toilet seat, and that's another thing. Like, why? Okay, mask on your face, Purell your hands, but what about the butt touching the toilet seats? You know what I mean? Can you COVID through butt touch? You know what I mean? Just cheek butt touch. But you know what's weird? And it happened to me today. It's almost like I lost judgment of how the horseshoe area was. It's almost like I like took for granted where my feet was and where my ass was gonna land. Where I like half sat on my dick and nuts, and they had a hard press against the seat. I did a jump up, then I did a porcelain graze with it, and none of it felt good, especially in this time of day, this time of age where it's like, oh man, you should wash your hands, but yet your dick and balls like dick slid, slash like thick slid slash like porcelain touched, and you're never meant to touch porcelain. Like, you know what I mean? On a toilet, I don't care what happens. Your dick tip shouldn't touch porcelain. None of it should touch porcelain. And you have that weird moment, and you have a weird graze where, yeah, and that's unfortunate, especially in this day and age with the virus. Luckily, it was a toilet I like somewhat trusted. You know what I mean? Had that happen, like, and would you even use a public toilet? You know? And how would that work? Do you get it through butt touch? And now that I think of it, like maybe there's an opportunity for us to be all Dragon's Den participation guys because of the COVID, and we're like, okay, Jim Treliving, Kevin O'Leary, we have thought of this like anti butt touch COVID spray or like a liner, and or just invest in something that already exists and just push it a little more. It's like, oh man, you guys all remember those wax disposable toilet seats that no one really like cared much for, and you just did a toilet paper wipe. Make sure it was like dry, and that was good enough back in the day. Like we're talking about like 2015 shit, 2012, 2010 shit, where man, you come across a public bathroom or a friend's bathroom or a stranger's bathroom, and you look at the seat, and if it looked dry, it was a bare butt sit, no prep. You know what I mean? But you can get that wax gasket, and with that frontwards flap, so you don't get the dick porcelain touch too, right? Boom, the double feature, and you almost invest in that company because I bet you their stocks are going up. Like, you know what I mean? For people who are nervous about it, and you know what I mean, they almost need every gimmick. Like, you know what I mean? Like that hipster that's got like the real cool expensive mask. It's like, you know, you're like $50 mask. This $5 one gets me everywhere as you're getting, and it's not gonna cure you anymore. Like, you know what I mean? And unless it covers the eyeballs, and I always said that, like, I think the eyeballs should be covered because you can absorb a lot through the eyeballs. Like, why aren't safety glasses included in the COVID kit with the mask? Should be like mask and glasses. To be safe, like, you know what I mean? I'm not here to make the laws. I'm not here to enforce the laws. But as far as like a germaphobe goes, and what germs are capable of, you would think glasses would be on the list. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna French kiss the way into my coronavirus and like tongue spit. Boom, you gotta keep a mask away. Just one small sprit in an eyeball, I bet you can get the flu, you can get the virus, you can get the common cold, you can get pink eyes even. Like, you know what I mean? What a party! Like, man, what a party! They are having a great time over there. Uh how does the perm feel? The perm feels okay. Um so the perm the way the first off, no one fucking has a perm material. I have to call like fucking three places just to fucking find a perm. And then when I get there, I was like, oh man, yeah, I called about the perm stuff. She was like, wow, that was some other girl. I don't know where they're. So I find the perm stuff. And then there's boxes, and they're all like fucking discounted, like discounted big time because these things are probably dangerous. And a lot of them said in big old fucking letters, acid, acid perm, acid perm. So I got the box that the word acid was written the smallest. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, if it's not advertising acid, really per se, like these other ones are, and maybe it's not that bad, but man, it stunk and it burnt my scalp, and it didn't. I wanted goofy curls, but you know what I got? I got fucking Razor Ramon, fucking dead ass, fucking sexy curls instead. And can I live with that? Hell yeah. Fucking, you know what I mean? Toothpick flick. Boom. Hell's yes. Hell's yes, I can live with that. It's been a minute. Glad to see familiar name. Yes, it is nice. And I'm not gonna say the whole gang's here, but man, the whole gang's here. You know what I mean? Where's everyone else? Yeah, no, part of the gang's here. Like, yeah, CJ, Tenny, part of the gang's here. Part of the gang's here. Um, I'll raw dog a public toilet if I had to go, and me too. I don't think you can butt cheek. I don't think you can butt cheek get it. But I'd paper wipe if I see a wet spot or a brown spot. I'll give it a toilet paper wipe. Like, you know what I mean? I won't like necessarily. Yes, I will raw dog one, but like I'll visually like inspect it first. Like if I give this like a fucking 5 out of 10, I'll raw dog it. If I see some moisture on the top and this and that, boom, I'll wipe it off and then boom, I'm in. You know what I mean? I don't need a high toilet seat standard when you gotta go. Like, you know, and you do gotta go. Like you're not in there to fuck around. You're not in there like reading a novel, like, you know what I mean, butt to butt, cheek to cheek on the toilet seat. Then I maybe another fella fucking sat on for a while. You're not there reading a novel or is there good Wi-Fi? No, you're there having a fucking shit. And when you gotta go, you gotta go. You know. So yeah. Welcome to the sitting on the nuts club. Yeah, yeah, and it is an awkward. It's jolting. It's jolting when you sit down and you like, I don't know, like sit on balls or ween, on the wrong sit down or on the wrong motion. It's surprising. It's jolting, surprising. It's like a seat jump up situation. It's like, yeah, whoa, yowzers. Um, it happened to me. Like I said, it happened to me recently, and I don't know. I don't know if it's because my balls or cock don't feel cold too much. But man, as soon as like it felt that cold, like porcelain rim, it like shocked through me where I thought I was like on the whole. I thought the seat wasn't even down. Like I jumped right off the seat, and I looking down, expecting for me to like my ass be wet, and I fell through because the seat was down. It's just like the coldness just like zapped through. It's almost like, where's the cold? Where's this cold porcelain come from? Yes, your dick touched it, but it's almost like, oh man, my teeth are cold or my ears are cold. Just jolt straight through you, you know? It's like porcelain cold. Uh, COVID spiked in St. John. Yeah, it did. Like we're doing. Remember, like months ago, I was like, oh man, you guys ain't shit. We're fucking high scoring. We're high scoring the best of not getting anything. Now it's reverse. Like now we're high scoring in the Maritimes. We're high scoring like some like actual cases number where like somebody was caught riding dirty on the COVID and some of the other provinces didn't like it and they separated. It's like, it used to be cool to like man, everyone's doing so good in the Maritimes. Let's just be able to free travel between provinces. And New Brunswick and St. John's de Blame, uh, they're like, no, no, we're cool. Tell you what, you come over here. It's like a 14-day like isolation. So like, yeah, things aren't cool anymore. So yeah, we're fucking up. We're fucking up. Dead poop. If we send you a razor, will you shave off all your ass hair? I don't think so. And there's couple reasons for that. Is I always believe that if you shave an area, wouldn't it grow back a little bit more aggressive? And I already have an aggressive ass crack, and for it to be for its bark to have a little bit more growl to it, I don't think my ass crack could handle that. Like it's already barking loud enough. Like you know what I mean? I don't need the extra fucking shaving growl in there. Like you know what I mean? I got a fucking I got a fucking hair tuffle right at the top too. It's almost like I said, it's I can almost like braid it like a fucking little ponytail. This cluster of long hairs. Weird, huh? Hey, Alvin. Alvin's in the motherfucking his house. What's up, brother? Huh? What's up, brother? And yes, you chimed in as we're talking about butt hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. That's a talk. That's a talk that we have sometimes, I guess. I've never talked about it before on here, but yeah, it's you've stumbled across us talking about butt hair. Um, they poop. Have you ever purposely not flushed the toilet? What, when you got a champion to show off? When you fucking grunt out a fucking champion and you want all to fucking see it? What, you would flush it down and like not let everyone bask in its glory? You silly goose. No, 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 dude. You're weird right now. You're being weird. What up, buddy? COVID suck. Yeah, COVID does suck, dude. COVID does suck, and they shut down a bunch of places like no, like sit-in restaurants and this and that. Da, da. And Alvin, I know how you like your chicken wings. Did you know the pub down under on their wing nights? You can order wing night prices delivered to your door. Take note. Take note. Take notice. Take note. And you probably already knew that, but if you didn't, I bet you're like smiling. You're like, what really? And yes, the answer is yes, really. I've done it. I've done and normally around here, I don't know how it works for you guys, but on a wing night when they have the wing special, even your leftover ones, they don't even want you to. No, you can't take them. It's on the wing night special night. Those wings you didn't eat have to stay here. And if they do stay here, who eats them? Like, what are you doing with them? Is a cook just out there fucking working his ass sweating, and he's like, "Ah, oh, finally an unfinished basket," and he just starts mowing down. Like, why can't you just bring your leftovers home? Why does it even matter? You know. And I don't know if you guys have that. And okay, am I only being particular with one or two? No, all the restaurants on a wing night for you to bring it home in a doggy bag is like a weird issue. Like they don't even want to do it. They're like, yeah, you can bring it. You have to pay full price if you want to bring him home. I was like, no, I don't want to pay full price. Let me just get him the same price that I would if I was like sitting down. But instead of being on a porcelain plate, you put it in like I don't know, a cardboard box or something instead, in lieu of. And for some reason, they have issues with that. Uh, Same here. California is shut down again. Yeah, it's round two. Round two. Utah is about to shut down again. So yeah, round two. Round two. Note written. Damn, I'm gonna order. Thanks. Yeah, it's what, Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays and Sundays. Cook throws them back in the fryers for the next guy. Yeah. The Happy Buddha buffet. There was like this buffet in St. John, like, and I'm talking like in the 90s. In the 90s were like, yeah, yes, the 70s are crazy. The 50s were crazy. Like every era was crazy, but the 90s was crazy with the Happy Buddha buffet and like almost like food regulation laws, where this buffet, I kid you not, was like, oh, finish plate, and they'd be scraping it, putting it back in the containers, and then boom, it'd be on the next line. And they got caught doing that so many times, and they're like, yeah, you know what I mean? You get caught doing that, and their comeback with the papers like, yeah, we do. That's food. Like, you know what I mean? Like the to them it was wasteful. Like, you know what I mean? And you know how bad that turned me off from going over there. Like, not too much. I like their food. Like, you know what I mean? Not too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this was pre-COVID. Like, I don't mind a little bit of your plate. You know what I mean? Maybe you're eating and maybe you could even like fantasize about it. It's like, oh man, this rice came off a really hot chick's plate. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? You go extra crazy because you believe it's like off a hot chick's plate, perhaps. Oh man, I bet you, like earlier today, this cheerleader couldn't finish this egg roll. You know what I mean? Yeah. Make a game of it. Make it. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Little plate food on my plate. It's meant to be on one. It's meant to be on a plate. You know what I mean? Dead poop. It depends on the place and the waiter. Crow's Place hasn't been open in a while. And Crow's Place used to be like, you buy a beer and you get 10 free wings. And then I think if you didn't buy a beer, it was like 10 cents a wing. Like, that was cheap. Man, you should be able to enjoy wings whenever you want. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're willing to sell these at this price in here under this roof, then man, sell me this for the same price. No, not under your roof, and because I'll eat them under my roof. And roof shouldn't be an issue when it comes to wings like that. Like, it should be hot or mild. The roof over your head should not be an issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are they making it so weird and difficult? You know what I mean? Just just sell me them goddamn things. What? You know what I mean? Pop the cat, because they didn't, you get so upset. It's like, well, like like what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean I can't get these on sale? You know what I mean? Like, you getting all like flustered. It's like, no, you don't understand. Like, I want to pay for the wings, and then I'm just gonna take them with me. Like, I just can't do that, you know. And then you're like, just a mental pop, and that just a mental pop a cat. But realistically, in real life, it'd be like, no tip. Like, you know, I mean, that's a it's equivalent. It's equivalent, realistically. Oh man, you want to like pop a cap in a restaurant? Huh, no tip. That's how you do it. Or like, even okay. Some of these waitresses don't make much money. You almost have to tip. I say no tip, but I say like low tip. low tip, and that even sends a message. And you could be like blatant about it. Oh, let me tip you 23 cents. You know what I mean? Like get all crazy with the tip. Oh, let me tip you $1.69. And then you leave your number. And then we're talking about different things. No, you're not disappointed about the service. You're looking for the service. You know what I mean? And we're talking about different things now. You know? Oh, Marco. Marco's in the motherfucking Heezy. What's up, dude? What's up, my dog? What's up, my guy? Wagwan. Wagwan even. Man should be, where are we at? Oh, electric suit. Electric suit's in the house. Electric biscuit. Electric biscuit. That was China King here. They will put food back on the buffet. And I'm okay. I almost understand it. I almost like if you're the restaurant guy and like this motherfucker went and grabbed 3 pizza slice, ate one, and the 2 other ones are left untouched. That would be so fucking heartbreaking. You're like, man, there's no sauce and meat on that, and cheese, and you're just seeing your profits go away. Just like you ever seen the YouTube videos about the Chuck E. Cheese, where you buy a Chuck E. Cheese pizza and it doesn't like add up perfectly, and it's like, oh man, this is Frankenstein from other pizzas, and it's been tested. Like they've done it, and guess what? Mythbusters say it's very plausible. You know, sharing is caring. Food is food. Hey Marco, dead poop. Have you ever thought about monetizing your farts? I don't think so because I have 2 types of farts. No, 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 no. I have 3 types of farts. I have 3 types of farts. Most farts are very delicate, very quiet, very delicate, very sneaky, right? Very sneaky, right? You know what I mean? If there's any kind of background sounds or a TV on, that would go unnoticed, right? Like, that could go unnoticed. That could be the beat of a song. Like, if I like at the right time, boom, that's one fart. Second fart it is a loud trumpet one, but still though, no smell. First one's got no smell. Second loud trumpet's got no smell. And then you got the old stomach gurgles where this one ain't gonna be too loud either, but guess what? What a thick lingering odor this one creates. And that's the 3 kind of farts I have. You asking me, oh, what about this kind of? Nope, I only have 3 kinds. Like 3 kinds of farts. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's not talk about it anymore because that's all there is to say about that. Nick's in the motherfucking Heezies. How's it going, Big Cat? What are you drinking tonight? I'm drinking the claws. I'm getting the white girl crazy. There's no laws with the claws. There's unless you're Santa Claus and then you start doing like bad acts and then you get a lump of coal. But realistically, still lawless with the claw. You know. Dead poop. Have you thought about modeling in Playgirl? Have I thought about it? Is this truth or dare? Am I gonna have to answer honest? Yes. Yes, I thought women would enjoy a 2-page spread. Yes. Like, why wouldn't a woman enjoy? Like, okay, okay, picture. Where am I at here? Watch. and you'll understand. You'll understand 100%. And it's better than more like okay. Let me shirtless on a couch, George Costanza spread. Okay, look looking back. Oh no, I look like a scared cat and not sexy. Maybe it's the wrong angle. Like no, I look like a winded biker. Oh no. See, I bet you it's actually, truth be told, it's a photographer's job to make you look good. It's not up to me to come up with the positions, because obviously I can't seem to do that. No, this ain't selling thousands of playgirls. I don't believe this pose is doing it. But it's not my job to. They will tell me what to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just clay to be molded. You know what I mean? I'm just clay to be molded. They will tell me how to move my mass around for it to look appealing. All right. And also a well-paid editor is gonna fix everything you see. You know, can three weapons can three weapon farts be used for three weapon bad guys? Okay, let me read that again and make sense of it. Can three weapon farts be used for three weapon bad guys? I don't think so. Like two of them you can't weaponize, because my normal everyday fart, that medium growl non-smell, and then that loud trumpet non-smell, those are meant for giggles. Like, you can't weaponize that. There's nothing to weaponize. Like, man, I will have a trumpet behind. Like, it's almost like the Queen of England is coming into the courtyard on a fucking Thanksgiving. And no odor. Like, no odor. And that's a thing that happens in my behind. And then the odd once in blue, that medium bumps. Sometimes it has a pungent, hot very garlicky. It's almost like a donair. It's a very donairy. It's very donairy. Oh, Legendary Gaming's in the motherfucking Jesus. Why did you kick Riku? I've not kicked Riku. Is how I would answer that. Like, why? More like the question should be if, and the answer is no. The answer is like, if, why not? When will I become a mod? When you learn some manners, young man. And pretty much whenever, because I don't think it's about manners in here. Maybe we'll wait till December 25th. Where Jesus born in Abraham, and Jesus was our king. And oh my God, on Christmas Day is when Jesus was born. Flute doo doo, and then Walmart starts selling cards and gifts. And on this day, on Christmas Day, is when people got rich. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. That's the day you'll get your mod ship back. Dead poop shower today. I shower every day. Top and bottom, extra tension on the bottom. I high pressure wash my undercarriage. Very nicely. Very nicely, I do. No, he didn't. No, no, yes, I did. You say, did I? I say yes. You say no, I didn't. I say, I see your no, I didn't. And I say, yes, I did. How about that? How about that to you? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Um, dead poop is musty. Am I engaging possibly the female olfactory sense with my musk, like the true man I am? Perhaps. Is it disgusting? Is it BO? No. It's Irish Spring and a little bit of goddamn I worked hard today. And you know what you know what girls feel about that? Very alluring. You know what it smells to them? A fucking goddamn paycheck. You know what I mean? Maybe a dental plan. So, man, yeah, yeah. Smell away, ladies. I'm fucking ripe for the taking. But guess what? I am taken. And I choose to fucking, I'm on her dental plan. I'm on Mrs. Poop's dental plan. I'm on her Medicare. You know what I mean? She's got that 80%. She's got that 80% coverage. You know what I mean? Uh yeah, so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Oh, Johnny Harper's in the motherfucker. He is hey oh he is in his house. Sally Struthers. Like, oh man. For man, did you know for the price of a cup of coffee, you could own an African child? You know what I mean? Like Sally Struthers, come on. What? I can own one? Oh no. And then you like fall for no, you don't own one. You just get a picture of him on your fridge. I was like, oh well. Thought I bought him. Like, you know what I mean? Like I thought a deal was a deal. And I'll pay for numerous cups of coffee. I need some fucking yard work done. I'll pay for the work. Like, well, what do you mean? I just get a picture. I thought I like save a kid. No, raw deal. So that was a first like fucking telemarketing scam. Like boo, here's the captain. You want a cruise? Guess what? That cruise is for a cup of coffee a day. You can get a fucking child, and you don't even get the child. You just get a picture of them for your fridge. And why for your fridge? Because back in the 90s, that was the only metal magnetic thing. You're definitely limited to metal options back in the 90s. Oh, what else is going to be metal? Not a whole lot. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, it's like the adopt a polar bear for your shit. Do you have any piece of that polar bear? Like, if I were to adopt a polar bear, you know what I would like? One of its tooth, like a fucking like a piece of the paw. That would make it official. Oh, let me adopt a bear, but let me have one of his tooth. You know what I mean? Is that a thing? Miss you too, bro. Dead poop rocks. Um, thank you, Johnny. And you guys rocks. You guys rocks hard. You guys salt rocks hard. And that's This is those no like diamonds. You guys diamonds rocks, and that's the hardest kind of rock, isn't it? Maybe a claw. Yeah, like oh, let me get a bear and own a claw. Like let me get like a bear paw claw for like for adopting this bear. Like you know what I mean? Like you just bought a piece of it, shouldn't you have a piece of it? And it doesn't have to be right away. Like let's let this bear have like I don't know if it's farmed or a full life, but once life is done, like I think you should be owed a piece. You know what I mean? Let me get that necklace. And next thing you know, you're at your club and you got a necklace with like a bunch of like bear teeth. So this is how many bears I fucking sponsored. Bum 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 bum. You get the teeth after they're fucking. You know what I mean? I don't know. No. What cap is dead poop wearing on his head tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow will tell. Tomorrow will tell. And I don't know, man. Whatever's around. There's so many Deadpool hats kicking around that I just look at one and grab one and put one. Okay, I mean, and they're all great. They're all fucking great. Maybe it'll be oh Johnny Harper. Maybe be one of this one. The old fucking raccoon hat. And that's a raccoon face. Like there's eyeballs and a snout. I don't know if it shows well, but like you know what I mean? Like I'm punching a raccoon in the skull. There's a skull bone here. Like bam, bam. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, a fucking raccoon. And it like listen. Listen. Boom, eyeball shot. Boom, eyeball, and that the eyeball's not a real eyeball, but that is a real skull. You know what I mean? And fur. Um, how's work been, dude? Work's been all right. This new COVID scare, as far as the work goes, like the work's been okay. Where like I'm working in like vacant spots, like doing renovations in like vacant apartments, which is okay. But man, if they want me to start fucking doing shit in people's bubbles, doing people's working on shit in people's isolation bubbles, I'm gonna have to think long and hard and be like, there's a global pandemic virus where I don't want anyone in my bubble, and quite frankly, do I want to go in your bubble? Who is you? And where have you been? It almost for me, I almost have like a 10 question questionnaire. Okay, you've been to one of these dirty spots. Okay, can I take your temperature? Do you have any stuffy nose, runny nose, like problem breathing? Any signs of this and that? But have you left the province? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll paint your door. Yeah, that's. I don't think that should work like that. It's a fucking global. It's a global pandemic. People are pandemic globalingly. Uh, does Dead Poop think his socks smell bad? No, no, not at all. Like if you're asking me if I'm a smelly feet guy, short answer is hell no. Long answer is still just as simple. Just fucking hell no. I'm an okay, not that smelly feet kind of guy. but I know how to smell up a sneaker. You buy a new sneaker and it feels so good going sockless. You'll ruin a sneaker smellingly going sockless in there. It feels so good. You almost want to, but resist the temptation. And my feet in a sock don't get that bad. And man, I could easily gas mask through my shoes all day long, and it wouldn't bother me. Just a pinch it, just a, just a pinch it of a small fragrance. That's it. You're you beat ass on your coworker yet? Ah, thanks for the raccoon head compliment. Um, I've had a few like verbal altercations where I got loud, and it's rare for me to get loud. Like you know what I mean? Like I can tell my point across, but sometimes like, oh my goodness, you're so gosh darn silly. And I've worked with kids. That's not the real words I mean, but at the same times, like you know what I mean. That's the words you gotta use sometimes. They're like less harmful. Like you know what I mean. If you say you're holy fuck, you're fucking stupid. Or you say, oh, you're gosh darn silly sometimes. One of them has a less of a violent impact, but they both kind of mean the same thing, in my opinion. You know what I mean? What's up, Harper? Hey, Sam. That's a sketchy thing, bro. I don't know. I'm not too sure what I was sketching talking about. So, I don't, and possibly everything I talk about is sketchy. Like I had a raccoon skull on my head, and I'm a roll a joint. I'm a roll a joint, roll a joint, or smoke one of these. Like I have so many. Maybe I'll just smoke one of these. I have so many like half joints. Like boom, like look, I'm just pulling this out from here. Boom, like boom. Roll a fat. Okay, okay, I will. I will. Let me not smoke one of these roachers that are still like you know what I mean, a third of a joint fucking big. Like you know what I mean, no shame in that game. But I'll uh roll a big fatty. You know what I mean? Like Sam said too, and you know what I mean, I was kind of craving a big fatty, so all right, let's just let's just roll a big fatty. You know, it's no big deal. It's no big fatty. Just gonna roll one right quick. My buddy said to do it. I didn't really want to do it, but officer, but my buddy said roll a big fatty. I will. I did. Is that illegal? And quite frankly, the answer to that is like, no, it's not illegal. I can roll a big fatty. Right? It's not illegal. That's cool. The bubble. Yeah, no, yeah, the sketchy bubble. Oh, thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, like I don't want to go in anyone's bubble, and it's not like bars are closing, and I don't want to be stepping into people's bubbles. You know. Does Miss Cleo worry about you dead poop? I don't know. I never called her. Call me now, Miss Cleo. Me tell you everything you want to know. Call me now. Everything will be alright, my friends. right? Is the panic room shut down? Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, yes. Like, you know what I mean? He's not gonna have a show during this. Like, you know what I mean? Dude plays by the rule, plays by the book. But let's say like if it's just like me and him hang out. Yes, he's not gonna have, but like a 6 feet apart, just like me or him in a big room or a couple people in a big room, still social distancing. Because at the end of the day, he's offering kind of a big room to be able to social distance in. So yes, the panic room is shut down to the general public, but can I go there once in a blue once in a while and hang out with one or two or a few? You can. People don't really want to, and they technically they shouldn't, but you can. You can and you might. You can and you might. I don't know. That's vague. I know I kind of flip flop with the answer, and it was kind of vague. But who are you, the fucking police? I should have just said like, who are you, the fucking police? You know. Where is the U.S.? Where in the U.S. would Deadpool want to fly to first? I don't think he. I don't even think he. Well, Mexico's been on my list, and I guess that's not in USA. I would love to go to Vegas. That would be cool as fuck. But as a family guy, that would be what, a guy's trip, and I couldn't bring my kids or nothing like that. Um, so I don't know. Depends on the scenario, but I've always wanted like Mexico, even with the kids, would be fun. Like a resort. It'd be resorty, but I think that'd be cool as fuck. I don't know if that was I don't know if that was your question, but if it was just me and if I just had to go to the USA, yeah, like man, I've never been to Vegas. You know what I did? I read about it in a book though one time, and it seemed cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Laos, Vegas. Read about it in a book. It seemed cool as fuck. And then Johnny Depp made a movie about it. Why did the virus have to elevate to St. John? Like you're playing on words there. Um, it's actually came from out of town. Like somebody from out of like went in a different town, kind of caught it and kind of spread it. But either way, if it wasn't for him, our province was about to turn dirty. Like you know what I mean? Like, and most of you guys said it already. Like this is a second wave. Like you guys mentioned it, we have been second waving. So that is a thing. That is a thing. Deadpool Vegas Con 2021. Man, if the COVID kills off in 2021, maybe at the end of the year, like you know what I mean, like realistically, 2020's been so fucking almost like, let me tell you what to do all the time. Let me tell you what you can't do all the time. It's almost like, man, going to Vegas would be a nice like fucking like an unleash release. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I remember when the government told me what to do all the time. Well, let me just gamble, stripper, and booze this weekend. Let me like gamble, stripper, and booze this weekend. And I think for the night or for the weekend, I think you would not really remember or not really like think a whole lot about like the bad 2020 year. You know what I mean? 2021 in Mexico, yeah, and that would be cool as fuck. That would be cool as fuck. Parents just don't understand. Dead Poop hates flying. I've been all over Mexico. I don't hate flying. I've never flown. There's a big difference there. And I'm also scared of flying because of La Bamba. But I've actually never flown. All right, little fun fact. I've been across Canada like so many times, but each time was on wheels. I took a bus across, and then I drove across like 3 times. All right, like all like Alberta to St. John, like 3 times. That's a long trip. This virus is a trip. Don't they ever get a lid on? I know, man. We'll see. We'll see when the vaccine hits. Dead poop now allowed in my city. And Legendary Gaming. If I do go to Vegas, of course we're gonna meet up. You know what I mean? We'll do a couple reps. Uh, I've been Vegas 3 times. It's fun. It's like to go back and fish Lake Mead. Why is there a lot of fish in like Lake Mead? Is that like a known reference that I should have got? It's like, oh man, the fish are so plentiful in Lake Mead. Does anyone else just want to reach through the screen and hug dead poop and rock back and forth like a hot water burn baby? Ah, oh, hot water burn baby, hot water like a Rayman. And here, this is me reaching back. It wasn't that from a movie. He's like, oh no, I just want you to reach back or something. I think is one of those movies. Probably Molly Ringwald was in it. I can't believe you never flew. No shit. Yeah, yeah. No, I've never been on a plane. I've never been on a plane. Scared of them? What am I scared of? A Richie Valens movie, La Bamba. Um, so I will go on a plane, but man, it would be awful to die on the first trip. I would need my like. I would need the Sam to fucking cleanse me first. I got smudged last weekend. Sam smudged me last weekend again with the eagle feather and the sage. Gave me a full smudge, just like super smudge this time. Like I swear to God, he had this fucking big old smudge, fucking looked like a Arnold Schwarzenegger cigar. And he was like, "All right, turn around." Boom, wafting, wafting. He's like, "Okay, turn around." Wafting, wafting, wafting. Just got smudge of shit out of me last weekend, and I'm okay with that. And I called it straight out. I was like, "Man, dude, I don't even care if this is a placebo, but last time, just the action of you doing it, I felt relaxed. I felt relaxed, and I was like, man, I'm pretty sure I felt relaxed for like a couple weeks. Like it was like a long lasting placebo. Sounds like you got an owl. No, I got a party. There's a party in the house a little bit down the street, and you're only supposed to be with your own household. And man, they're having so much fun. They're not. That's a multiple bubble, a quadruple bubble. Get that passport. Yeah, I do need that passport. Yeah, striped bass. Right in this river, you can get striped bass, some big ones, some very very big ones. Uh, Stripe, but yeah, that was Adam Sandler. Dead poop. Would you take a first class direct St. John to Vegas flight? No, I wouldn't. Well, I would, like, you know what I mean. Like, man, that'd be a classy way to go. But I couldn't. I wouldn't. Maybe down the road after the COVID, but I couldn't. I couldn't and wouldn't. I couldn't and wouldn't. But it'd be cool as fuck. Nice juju and good energy is real. First time you fly, you should go sky. Yeah, 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 yeah. I doubt that. I doubt that. I did always want to skydive. Like that was on my bucket list, like pre kids and after kids. It's almost like I don't know. For me, it kind of took the thrill out of me. It kind of took the thrill out of me. It's like, oh man, if I'm gonna get hurt, well then I'm gonna be on recuperation time. And do I have enough hours for a poker claim? And is this gonna get covered? You're not just thinking about yourself anymore. So like post kids and like pre kids and post kids is different. Just the way you think, and even about the simple stuff. All right. Put this little sweater on it. It's chill. It's chill. I got the door open. I'm trying to air it out. It's chill. It's chill. Uh my heater's over here. My heater's right there, and it's supposedly like it's supposed to be horizontal, but it can go vertical. And I turned it on. So much dust in it, man. Fucking smelled like the fucking house was burning up. Like, hey, what a horrible smell. I was like, oh man, I gotta turn it off. That's the only thing I did. I was like, oh man, I gotta turn it off. But I do have to clear all these boxes and like lay it down eventually because some days I'd love to come in here and hang out. But man, that heater's got to be like horizontal and plugged in for me to be like comfortable in here. Cause she cold, she cold, she cold. I didn't. I'm not doing it again. Had a hole in my chute. Scary. Oh, so you had like secondary chute, and that sounds scary as fuck. The poop. If the poop heads raise money for you to go to Mexico during Corona, I don't know. I wouldn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm very cautious. I'm very cautious, and also like it's not just about like I wouldn't want to infect and this and that. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't want to give up like breathing power. Cause man, I almost wish I had more breathing power today before the COVID. And they say that like you'll lose your breathing power for possibly like for a long time and or ever. Some of it, and I can't give breathing power. I'm barely breathe right now. You got any tattoos? Yeah, yeah. Only the coolest tattoos. Only the coolest tattoos. I have a Deadpool tattoo given to me from a fellow that killed a man in broad daylight. That's a cool. The tattoo itself is like yes, it's a Deadpool tattoo, but the quality of it's not that good. I would never tell it to his face because yes, he has killed a man and went to jail for it. But yeah, I have a Deadpool tattoo. I have a Punisher tattoo. I have a Jester Goblin and like a cover up, like a Batman cover up. Like you know what I mean, like a bunch of bats and ha-has, and it covers up whatever was written here, and then There's a what the Gesture Joker, and as far as quality goes, I got this in Saskatoon from like an award-winning guy, and he just free-handed that. Boom. You know what I mean, that's a cool one. And then I have like I have the Punisher on the shoulder, and a Deadpool on the leg. But yeah, this one as far as quality goes, that man, the Punisher's cool, but man, it has to be redone. Like, you know, what I mean, some blank spots. You know what I mean? Just like some like see through spots, or it's not like perfect pure black. You know what I mean? I actually ordered a bunch of dead poop hats that I got custom made. And what's kind of weird and fucked up is I was like, oh man, let me get these fucking hats right quick. And dude from Moncton, yeah, I can do hats. It's gonna be like, I don't know, like fucking $20, a little over $20 a hat, fucking 20 hats minimum. So I was looking at like 400 or 500 bucks for 20 hats minimum order. I was like, oh man, that's a lot of money. I don't think I should minimum order these hats. So, anyways, I found this other company like hats, like it was like hatscanada.com, like hatscanada.com. It's like, oh man, yeah, hats Canada, yeah, Canadian hats, yeah, hats Canada. Okay, cool. So I was like, man, let me get these three hats. Boom, put it on Facebook. Boom, they're sold. Let me get let me get three more hats. Boom, they're sold. Let me get they're sold. So I got like fucking I don't know, like 300 bucks into like almost like under 10 hats, like on 9 hats. And I was like, man, I almost spent the 400 bucks and I could have got 20 hats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, oh, okay, yeah, no, this is what I was getting at. So I ordered these hats and I was like, dude, like, man, it's got a tracking thing. I was like, dude, man, your fucking hats are like stuck in fucking Germany or Sweden, which right off the hop, I'm like, man, hatscanner.com and they're coming from Germany or Sweden, like fucking fishy, weird. And then the tracking thing was like didn't move for like 10 days. And I was like, man, what's going on? It's like, oh, it looks like they're lost in the mail. Give you two options: full refund or I resend the order. And in my head, I'm like, let me get that full refund. And whatever's lost in the mail is bound to find its way home. So if I get the refund, like it almost sounds like I might have like fucking free hats, you know? Did I open a beer or did I just want one? I guess I just wanted one. I didn't open one? Guess there's no one here to answer me. So I'll just open this one. Sick. Dead poop. Have you ever killed a man? See, I've been asked that before, and my honest answer, and I have to think long and hard, is honestly like maybe I don't think so. Like maybe I don't think so. Maybe I don't think so. Like like a maybe I don't think so. Like definitely like have I ever Well, I can't even say, yes, I've seen men die, but have I ever killed a man? I don't know for sure, but maybe I've done some crazy, stupid, silly things that by accident, unbeknownst, could have killed a man in a distance and may or may not, like who knows, like, you know what I mean, like, obviously I'm not going to go into details about killing a man, but some tomfoolery that happens over here could affect an area that the tomfoolery isn't directly happening in, and as a direct result there could be like injury and or death. So like, I don't know. Like I hope not. I don't think so. But yeah, there's still the plausible. It's still questionable. Still questionable. Have you ever farted in an elevator and blamed it on someone else? Uh I farted on the in the elevator before and hoped I wouldn't get blamed or pointed out. That's happened before. Or you fart right before coming in and you don't think it trailed you in a little bit, but yeah, it did trail you. And then you're in the elevator and you're smelling your own brand, and you're like, oh man, I know it's me, even though there's no sound heard. So technically, the other person could almost be like, oh man, maybe it's me. Like, I smell bad, or this guy just smells bad. Like, you know what I mean? They're not blaming it on a fart. They're almost blaming it on a permanent stench because you don't hear the sound associated with the fart. Think about that. You know what I mean? Think about that. What's that? Crazy eyes? Cra- Crazy eyes. How about them apples? Um, when do the insurance people come back? I don't know, man. Dude's been slacking. Dude's been slacking. Mother slacking. Motherfucking slacking, lacking. You know what I mean? Like all of that. And when I called him this week, he's like, "I'll be right on that." Is he? Is he? Is he? Um, I don't know. I hope so. I hope so. Cause man, he's been lacking. I don't have to go in details, but he let this shit go dormant for like 2 months, and then I've been trying to call him for like, left him numerous messages. Oh, this is me. Here's my number. Give me a call back. Never gave me a call back for like 5 times in a row. For 5 times in a row, never gave me a call back. It's like, and after doing it so many times, like after so many days, you're like, is this guy dead? Like, what's going on? Did Nan die? Did his parents lost a dog? Like, what's going on? What's going on in this guy's life where you can't return one of my fucking 5 calls to his answering machine? And you know what the purpose of an answering machine is? Like, let me hear what you want to say. Let me hear what you want. And if it's your job, you you politely, acquiescently agree to your customer's requests. You know, like the like, call me back like one of the bunch of times I said to do, please. You motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like fuck, like he had to. And I when I did get a hold of him and I talked to him, I was so agitated. I was like, well, how did he word it? He's like, I think he said dial it down. Him, oh man, he after he said dial it down, I realized, yes, I was getting loud, and I was getting quick talking, and I was getting agitated. But I don't swear, right? So, but he's like, dial it down, and then after that, yeah, I calmed down. I was like, whew, All right, all right. So what you're trying to say is you have work to do. And I made sure I was like, so you have work to do, yes or no? And I made him say yes. And it's like, so what I have to do is wait for you to do your work still. We're 8 months into this and I have to wait for you to do your work. So how about you do your work? You know what I mean? Like just 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 jabbing a fella. And you know what he has to you know what he says, what he has to think, what he has the only thing he can do, he's got to be saying like, yeah, I do have stuff to do to get back to you. That is my job. Fucking damn right, it's your job. Why don't you return a phone call too? God damn it. You know what I mean? Get a cracker all angry in here. Yeah. Fuck. And I'm just checking I haven't checked my phone in a bit and it's kind of going off a little bit. I think we're good. I think we're good. Um, it was pretty much just telling me somebody just posted a new post on TikTok. And you know what I have to say to that sometimes? Thank you. I'll check it out. And then most of the times, though, I'm like, what phone? Why, why the fuck did you bother me for this bullshit? What? Some fucking dumbass just fucking put some on TikTok and I need to know. I don't need to know about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you fucking dumbass phone. Like, calm the fuck down. I don't need to know about this person's TikTok. Let me know about fucking big titties. Let me know about big titties posting another fucking like doing the stress dance and this. Yeah, notify me all them's, but not this bullshit. You fucking dumbass phone. You know what I mean? It listens to you when if I say Nike shoes, Nike shoes, Nike shoes. Next you know I'm on Facebook tomorrow, and all I'm getting is like fucking sales ad for Nike shoes. You know what I mean? But it it doesn't even fucking compare to like, oh man, TikTok. I just want the big titty TikToks notification and everything else just don't bother me. I mean, it's not smart enough for that, but it knows you said fucking Nike shoes a bunch of times. Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that it's super smart? Super smart. What? Not smart enough that you don't want that TikTok bullshit? Pfft, come on. Come on, Jeff Bezos. Come on, Jeff Bezos. Come on, Bill. Come on, William. You can do better than this. You can do better than this. Come on. Pay a fella. Pay a fella. You know how they brought us the coronavirus? You know what would be better to get from them? The perfect programming. The perfect programming where it knows to fucking cut out the fucking TikTok bullshit requires like notifications. But doings, I don't need to know about this fucking bullshit. No. Oh, Rick reviews in the motherfucking Heezies. What's up, Rick? Man, it's been a while since I saw Rick reviews again. It's been a while. But I'm fucking damn glad you came in, dude. Cheers. Yeah, that's creepy. Nike shoes. Exactly, man. Your phone listens to you. Like when I talk to my friends, I'm like, man, on Facebook, and I'm talking like it's common knowledge. Like if my shit's everyone's shit. I'm like, oh man, did you see those Ninja Turtle Doc Martin boots on Facebook on the for sale like little slidey tab? And then they're like, no, no. And then I realize like the shit that's being suggested to me through that is like specifically tailor made to my likings And I've been like asking to see people's like fucking thing on Facebook, that sales bars. Like, what's in your mind? What kind of shit is being suggested to you? You know what I mean? And I look through it, and sometimes it's surprising. It's like, you're into that? You're into that? Like next thing, like I saw a Harry Potter one suggestion. I was like, what? You like Harry Potter that? Well, you're a grown man. Harry Potter that much? Like, you know what I mean? Like, for your kids, for your okay, okay, sure, bro. Wagwan, it is a bunch of algorithm, and that's why I like non-algorithm based social media. You know what I mean? Like E-Bombs World's good. I like E-Bombs World. Miss you, buddy. Wagwan Rick. Good to be here. Azul, great to see you. Miss you, Legendary Gaming. It's pretty much like a trumpet sound, like high fiving everyone. And whoever can like recognize what I just fucking did there gets 20 dead poop bucks, which is meaningless, and there's no cash value, and it doesn't even exist. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna wait till no one gets it, because then I'll forget what I was even. That was when you beat a world on Mario 3, and when you beat the guy and the wand comes down. That's that wand fucking flipping music. And that's and then the wand comes down. You beat that castle, Mario Bros 3. Come on, guys, I nailed it. I nailed it. Anyways, AI is a trip. AI. Oh. Ah, fuck. I forget how that Nelly song goes. I wish I could have nailed that moment, but no. Just a horrible AI beginning of song. Good to see you, Legendary. Miss you guys too. Zelda. Zelda was close. It was in the same family. I bet you Mario 3's sound and Zelda is probably the fucking same fucking guy that made both musics. Because it's all like real high pitched, like fucking da, 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 yeah, like yeah, you know what I mean, like yeah, like boom, like you know what I mean. It's almost like eye piercing, and then the flashing colors. People are fucking having their fucking epileptic seizures, like I just beat Mario 3, and they're fucking funky chicken. And back then, you know what we used to do? Like we used to stick sticks in people's mouths because we thought they're gonna swallow their tongue, and now we know not to do that. Man, wouldn't the world have been better back then or back now? Or is it back now or forwards now? Wouldn't the world be better forwards now for epileptics, Super Mario Brothers 3 seizures? You know what I mean? It's not a sentence that should never be repeated. You know? You know what I mean? Yeah, then y'all sailed down. Leftover turkey for days. We had our Thanksgiving like earlier in the month. And was it no, it was like last I think it was even last month. The only person that doesn't miss me is Dead Poop. Legendary Gaming. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, dude. I we're buddies. We're buddies. I myself can take a little razzing. You know what I mean? I can take a little razzing. I can take a little bit of the of the Tater's a better badminton player than me. Bullshit. Which he's not, because I placed, like, you know what I mean, like I placed, like, you know what I mean, like I've got, like, I don't have them because they're so meaningless to me because badminton was so easy. But yeah, I have a few medals and trophies about. But yeah, Tater is better, as you say. Um. So yeah, I don't mind the trolling. I find great humor in it. Now, are you saying that because I don't interact that much with those comments? Or are you saying that because you're trolling me currently? See, your onions has layers. And what layer am I getting? And you know what I mean? Like an onion, all of them stink. But I like onions, and I'll put them in my sandwich because, man, I do like you. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's clear. You know what I mean? Deadpool misses and loves you too. And see, I do, and it shows. Does it? It shows. Legend, Poppy, Poppy. It shows Poppy. Like Poppy, no, Papa, Papa, no. Right? Except for why Poppy? Like, you know what I mean? Still, no Rick two. Um, I did reach out to see. I was like, oh man, everyone misses you. What's up? What's up? And I think I'm unread. I think I'm legit unread. I think I'm being like I think I'm unread. Like, you know what I mean? Like his. I think I'm unread. I'm definitely non-responded to, but I think I'm also unread. So I hope he's well. Like I hope he's well. And this is just him begging his adieu because somebody had mentioned early on that he even said it, like, eventually I will take off, and that's cool. And he's so blunt and honest that even me, that some some YouTube shit I used to watch, and I don't watch anymore, and some shit I didn't used to watch I'm into now more than the shit I didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Your taste can change. Your tastes can change. Yeah. So tis what it is. Dead poop and Riku got beef. Um, we did get into a disagreement, or not even like disagreement slash misunderstanding of how to handle a troll in the mists. Is what happened to me and Riku. Um, that's all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as me and Riku goes, like, he was like, "Oh man, dude, like, can you help me to deal with this, like, troll?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, man, Riku, man, like, you've helped me out, edit my videos. You're a cool cat. Yeah, I'll try to help you with this troll. Yeah, I'd love to. Like, you know what I mean? It's on my channel. Yeah, man, Riku, I got you, bro." And we eventually we got into, like, I don't know, like a misunderstanding of what I could actually do and not do. And I don't know. All of it's unfortunate. Like, you know what I mean? Oh man, if you guys could hear, They're playing CNC Music Factory. Everybody dance now. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody, come on, get groove, baby. You know, CNC Music. No, no one. Let the body get at you. Hey. And they're having a hootenanny of good time. Like I can. It's like, oh man, you guys are all in one bubble. That's cool. Oh yeah, let me get my phone. Like somebody mentioned this like a long time ago. Instead of me like being over here having a smoke and be like not able to like answer or read anything, if I look at my phone, I bet you I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me just read off the phone, right? See, boom. See, uh, yeah, Ron McKenzie popped in for a bit, and that was cool. That was cool, but at the end of the day, he lived his life without popping into my stream for quite a few years, and he popped in for a few, which was awesome. But then it's probably back to regular life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people have shit to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, popping into like a couple hour stream or whatever. You know, people have other stuff to do that didn't used to do it before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, if at 8 o'clock you popped in at a few like dead poop streams, and then normally that's like fucking, I don't know, badminton night. Well, guess what? You go back to badminton. What happened to Papa Kale? One day, 2020, dead poop will be my big spoon. I'll finally stop crying. I'll hold your hair while you puke. I'll hold your hair back. Yeah, the train. Yeah, Papa Kale. That's a good question. Like I don't know. Man, Papa Kale, AFM, Bling Lee Scott. Yeah, yeah. Um, Stefan. Yeah, no, Stefan pops in. Stefan pops in every now and then. That was like '90s pool party music. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's like to me that reminded me of like a much dance like school like dance party, like a video dance party. And then you know what slow song came on? Where you got to like get close with the ladies. That one from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, that Kevin Costner one. I forget how that goes. I had it and I lost. I forget how that goes, but all kinds of putang off that one. And when I mean putang, I mean like a fucking junior high suck up. So no putang, but still happy to be there. Still happy to be there. And then a bold move when you want to like date a girl. Like, okay, you accepted this dance. Guess what? You want to be boyfriend, girlfriend? You get that boner and you push her close. Let her feel it through the jeans. And then guess what? She be your girlfriend after that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, signed, sealed, delivered. She's your. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all you needed to do. You ask a girl at a slow dance, got that boner, pressed her hard, and owned it. She's your girlfriend. She's your girlfriend. Guess what? The next slow songs, you don't even have to ask. It's a given. You've jeans bonered her at this point. You guys are going steady. This is like a steady moment. You know, and back then jeans, guess what? I didn't wear them too often. I wore track pants. So guess what? She felt it. She felt it. Like, you know what I mean? I got a girlfriend quick. I would get a girlfriend off a tight squeeze slow dance and not even a full chub, like a semi. Just a semi. Semi be enough to say like, hey, knocking at your door for girlfriendship, boyfriendship. Um and then when she grabs you tighter, it's like, yeah, it, it worked again. It worked again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, um, not that it would never work, but sometimes it works quick. Sometimes it works quick. Sometimes you build up that chub till mid song, and sometimes you just fucking. I mean, we're talking junior high shit though. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it was quick. Sometimes you're asking the girl and you're fucking walking funny. You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness. Blingly sloshed. Deadpool. How do you feel after someone hugs you after you heard that loud horn? Whitney Houston writes. Um, I don't know. Oh they got the tune. They got the old school tunes. They got the Timberland. Oh, Missy Elliott. Oh, holla. You know what I mean? American hug through the screen. Here's a Canadian one back. Boom. Man, how do I? The phone flipped. Bedtime. All right. Have a good night, Johnny. Later, Johnny. 70% of the time, it works all the time. That's that Anchorman that Puma sent. Yeah, man, they're rocking it over there. Hello, get John up. You know what I mean? That fucking Missy. And now that I got the camera pointed and I got this fucking phone set up, guess what? Am I moving the camera back? Nah. Am I gonna relight this joint? Hells yes. I mean, let's get my And you know what I was thinking for a cool backdrop for this area? And I know I'm just jumping in, like if you guys were in my brain. But this backdrop, yes, I'm gonna put cool stuff in the shelf over here. But I'm thinking like to fill up that wall behind, I'm gonna get a bunch of like hooks, like a bunch of hooks, and it'd be like a hat wall. Like, I mean, I have a bunch of cool hats. It'd be like just a wall of hats. I think that would be cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is it karaoke? No, yeah, Johnny, you're cool. You're cool. But yeah, like I think like I don't know, I will probably paint the wall. I paint all day. Like, whoa, what is it? What would it be for me to paint that? It'd be nothing. So I paint the wall and then put some hats on for the backdrop decor. You know, instead of having a plain wall. Just a bunch of hats. And oh man, you know what I forgot to tell you guys? Even though we've been chatting for hours, is something really cool. You guys are gonna like this. You guys are gonna love this. And I don't know if I did it last time, but I thought last time was a big deal, but now it's a bigger deal. Last time I upped my plan, my data plan to like 4 gigs. I was like, oh man, we can do a little bit of like this and that, and I got it calculated like 1 hour of live streaming on YouTube is a gig and a half. So technically 4 gigs. 4 gigs would have been like, oh man, once a month we can like what live stream for like 2 hours. That's nothing to brag. That's nothing to write home about. So, anyways, I got fucking sniped up by a different provider, by Rogers, and I get an unlimited deal. And yes, there's a weird catch with this unlimited deal. It's 20 gigs, high speed, as quick as I want it. 20 gigs high speed, unlimited. And then after the 20 gigs, I can still go on as unlimited as I want, but it's a slower speed. How slow is it? I don't know. We'll put her to the test. We'll put her to the test. But I think that's cool as fuck. You know what I mean? I think that's cool as fuck. Hopefully you guys think it's cool as fuck. Because honestly, what that means is I'll be able to go remote places with my phone as a tether, my car battery as a source, and my laptop and all my shit and my power inverter. Like, you know what I mean? We can go fishing shack. We can go fishing shack this summer. We can go wherever the fuck we want. Like, you know what I mean? I'll bring my own power. I'll bring my car battery. Like, I'll bring my own source, my inverter. Like, you know what I mean? Hours of battery and hours of data. Isn't that great? Doesn't that sound great? I think it does. Maybe you're not excited as me, but I'm kind of excited about it. Just means that I'd be like, oh man, when can I hang out with you guys? Pretty much whenever I want, wherever I want. You know what I mean? Cool, 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 cool. Last month I used 63 gigs. Yeah, 63 gigs, man. That's crazy. That is ridiculous. That's a big amount. That's a big amount. That is a big amount. That's a lot of data. But me myself, were 63 gigs seems like almost impossible. Is I have Wi-Fi here, like free Wi-Fi. Anywhere as I go, like everywhere as I go, I have their passwords. I'm already programmed in, so the only time I wouldn't have someone's Wi-Fi password is when I'm on like the streets, in the woods, remote, on the ice. You know what I mean? So 63 seems like a lot. 63 seems like a lot. Sounds like you almost need like maybe a couple more friends and a few more passwords, like a few more like Wi-Fi passwords. Hang out by like get the North Side's McDonald's like Wi-Fi password, and then drive by there every now and then. Boom, sit in the parking lot for a few minutes. Load a couple things you need to do. Bump, bump, bump. Save on some. Well, you're unlimited anyway, so fucking burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Yes, burn. I found it. But it's what 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock here. It just turned 2. As I say, it's 2. It's 2 o'clock. And I don't know. I'm a like a 9 to 5 guy, kind of early guy. So like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. That's late for me. Like I know back in the day, you guys would be like, ah, man, you got, sir, why you shut down so early? But 2 o'clock is kind of late. Like, you know what I mean? Like, probably go in, have a little snack, be like on my pillow, sleeping. Probably within the half hour. Within the half hour, there's some chicken shawarma pieces in there that caught my interest. Maybe put that in a pita. Put that in a pita, a little Greek sauce on it, little Greek salad dressing, uh, cucumbers, cheese chunks, and I don't know. I think I could live with that. I think I could live with that in my stomach right now. You know what I mean? Right now, a little chicken shawarma pieces, pita bread, little fucking Greek, little cucumbers, little cheese. You know what I mean? Ah, cool, cool, cool. I just turned to 8. What? 8 gigs since you're playing? Well, I was gonna say 8 gigs since the beginning of the month, but we're late in the month. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that much. Oh, you're looking for the fucking potatoes. I mean, there's fucking potatoes. I could put some fucking potatoes in my fucking shawarma wrap. Put a little potatoes, little fucking cucumbers in there. And then after that, fucking take it back to my fucking mom's caravan. Fucking have a little fucking sit down and a fucking little snack. Mashed taters. Uh, Matt, right now? Yeah. Mash right now. Yeah, I could match right now. So some fucking like chicken shawarma. Chicken shawarma with some fucking Greek sauce in there and fucking right now. Uh, that could be like the new Timberlands, like almost inspired by Timberland, like almost like Missy Elliott. Oh, let me get the shawarma right now. Get the shawarma right now. Cucumbers with the cheese right now. You know what I mean? Little pita bread with the sauce right now. And then Timberlake puts that fucking sick beat in the back, like pew, pew, almost like somebody scored a goal in Canadian hockey, like wow, 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 in there, and then some like deep beats like poof, 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 wow, 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 and then some lady screaming like in there, like I can feel it coming, and he laces it all together like grab hits from the eight, but do they sound so crazy? Just as crazy, I would say. It's the same hits, right? I mean, 8 o'clock out here. Well, Johnny Harper, well, you have yourself a good mid evening. And me myself, it's like 2 a.m. So I've had a few of these. I've had a few of those, few of these, and then I'm looking for a few of these. But not before a few fucking little bit of pita, like pitas with the fucking shawarma. Even though, man, that shawarma chicken was so good that like when I got home, I like opened up the container, and I was like, they weren't raw, they were cooked, but they weren't like warmed up. So it's like cherry picking the bark off the real cooked chicken pieces, like meow, 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 meow. And I ate quite a bit. I ate quite a bit, enough that like I got enough for one small pita. one small pita, it's gonna be light on the chicken. So that's why I have to add cucumbers and cheese to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to fucking fill this up with filler because I ate some of the chicken when I got home. I couldn't help myself. Saw it, smelt it, didn't warm it, ate it. It was good. It was real good. I I just had to have it. The chicken, shawarma chicken, needed it. Needed it. Mad do penis? Johnny, calm down, calm down. But I don't hate that name. I don't hate that. Mad do penis. It's got a nice little ring to it. Actually, it has a little mushroom head to it. Uh, that juice. I love dead poop. Shawarma's rad. Gyros. The old gyros with the lamb meat. That's pretty good stuff. Where's Green Hood? Quarantining. He's quarantining. Quarantining, I believe. But I will have to beg you a Jew. Beg you a Jew. And before I Jew, beg you a Jew, I shall put on the proper hat and attire. Well, not attire, just a hat. Just a hat. And be like respectfully. Actually, you know what they had back then? They had bigger sideburns than that. Like they were like thick sideburns. So let me properly sideburn like they would have had back then. Put the hat on and be like, thank you, gents, for this wonderful evening. And I'd like to beg you a Jew, my good friends, but I shall have to retire into the manor, into the parlor room, and fix myself a little snacky poo. You know what I mean? Fix myself a little snack. All right, guys. Let me read this last few. Who would dead poop hold you in a freezing car? Who would dead poop hold you in a freezing car? I would hold anyone in a freezing car. Let's hold each other. If it's freezing, let's not freeze. You know what I mean? Let's not freeze. All right, bro. Thanks for chilling, and man, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm not offended. Why would you be offended? Like, you know what I mean? We're both body temperature regulating ourselves. If it, but like not if it's like a mild spring day. If it's a mild spring day where like just zipping up your jacket secure and not a long lingering man hug. I'd zip up my jacket. But like in the wilderness, like you know what I mean? Like if like you know how the desert's like real hot in the day and then at night when the sun goes down it's crazy, crazy cold. Like in a trap situation like that. Survival. And I don't know if it's hard to take me seriously with these giant permy curls coming out the side. Like, look at that ringlet. Look at that. Can I finger my tunnel? Holy sh! Look at me fingering my own tunnel. Like, oh. No, this is just this kind of tunnel, but it's more. Oh yeah, it is a tunnel. Oh. That's obviously tunnel. Well, maybe I've tunneled. I've stretched it out. I've stretched it out. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Peace. No, wait. Peace. I don't know if that stopped at the proper time. Let me, boom, peace.